After World War II, an entire continent was basically on the brink of collapse. So, how did Europe go from total ruin to recovery in just a handful of years? Well, today, we're going to break down one of the most ambitious aid programs in all of history, the Marshall Plan. Let's get into it.
I mean, really, just try to picture that. Your entire country is in ruins. Your home, your school, the economy, everything is just gone. This was the actual reality for millions and millions of people. And the challenge of rebuilding, it seemed completely impossible.
All right, so to really get why the Marshall Plan was such a huge deal, we've got to understand the scale of the problem first. Europe was facing a level of destruction that is, honestly, it's hard for us to even wrap our heads around today. And this right here shows you it was a complete breakdown. It wasn't just one thing going wrong. It was literally everything, all at once. There was no way to move food around, no factories to give people jobs, and millions were facing starvation. Society itself was basically crumbling. And this was the big worry for the United States. The American government knew that when people are desperate, hungry, and out of work, they might start looking for extreme solutions. And that could threaten the very fragile peace they had just fought for. They understood that a healthy economy was absolutely essential for democracy to have a chance. So, staring down this massive crisis, the U.S. came up with an idea. It was something radical, something that would literally change the course of history. Okay, so its official name was the European Recovery Program, but pretty much everyone just called it the Marshall Plan. It was named after the Secretary of State at the time, George C. Marshall. The goal was simple, but at the same time, it was absolutely massive. Give Europe everything it needed to rebuild itself, right from the ground up. The United States put up $13 billion for this plan, and back then, that was just an astronomical amount of money. But to really put that number into perspective, look at this. In today's money, that's over $150 billion. We're talking about a truly massive investment in getting the world back on its feet. And here's what made it so different. This is absolutely crucial. Most of this money wasn't a loan that had to be paid back. It was given as direct grants. This meant countries could rebuild without being crushed by massive debt. It gave them a real fighting chance to get back on their feet. So you might be wondering, where did all that money actually go? Because it wasn't just about handing over huge piles of cash. The plan was incredibly smart and strategic about how every single dollar was spent. The whole thing was tackled in these really logical steps. Step 1, feed the people. You can't rebuild if you're starving. Step 2, repair the infrastructure, the railroads, the ports, so you can actually move stuff around. Then, step 3, restart the factories with brand new machinery. And finally, step 4, share the know-how, sending over experts to make sure the recovery would actually last. And this chart really breaks it down for you. You can see how the aid was this perfect mix of everything a modern economy needs to run. It was food, it was fuel, it was raw materials, and it was also the advanced machinery that would become the engine of Europe's recovery. But the Marshall Plan came with one huge condition. It was a real game changer, and it would end up changing European politics forever. I mean, think about it. How in the world do you get countries that were just trying to destroy each other to suddenly work together? After a war that pitted neighbor against neighbor, how on earth could you build any kind of trust? Well, the US had a simple but totally genius answer. They said, you're not getting a single dollar until all of you sit down together and agree on one single joint plan for how to spend it. It literally forced these former enemies to start talking to each other and work towards a common goal. And this is what led to the creation of the OEEC, the Organization for European Economic Cooperation. Now, its main job was to manage all the aid money, but it did something way more important. It planted the seed that would, decades later, grow into the European Union that we know today. So the big question is, did it actually work? Well, this comparison pretty much says it all. In just 5 years, Europe went from total economic collapse to having industrial production that was 35% higher than it was before the war even started. It was, without a doubt, a stunning success. And you know what? The plan was a total win-win. By helping rebuild Europe, the U.S. created this huge new market for its own products. We're talking everything from American grain to American machinery. All that demand actually helped prevent a depression back home in the States and created strong trading partners for decades to come. Now, the Marshall Plan itself officially wrapped up in 1951, but its legacy, well, its impact is still felt all around us today. This timeline really shows you just how incredibly fast this all happened. In only 4 years, the entire program was thought up, put into action, and basically achieved all of its main goals. That's a ridiculously short amount of time for such a monumental task. And yeah, there's really no debate here. To this day, historians look back on the Marshall Plan as just a masterclass in how to do foreign policy right. It's proof that a combination of generosity and really smart strategic thinking can achieve some pretty incredible things.
So, what are the big lessons we can take from the Marshall Plan? Well, they're timeless, really. It proved that a healthy economy and political stability go hand in hand. It showed that getting former enemies to cooperate can stop future wars before they start. And, maybe most importantly, it showed that helping other countries can actually be one of the best investments you make in your own future.
And all of that leaves us with one last really important question. When you look at the huge global challenges we're facing today, things like climate change or public health crises, where could we use a plan like this? What would be the Marshall Plan for our generation?